What's up, people? Welcome back to the show. Another episode of the Khaos List. I'm glad you guys came to join. I see we got some people in the chat already. So welcome. And we're going to start this off we're going to go around the room. And again, we're going to let the panel talk about their channel and let you guys know where to find them, even though I'm pretty sure most of you know where to find them. But if anybody watches the video or comes in, at least they can subscribe to us and hopefully get us to the subscribers goal that we're trying to reach. So first off, we're going to start off with Chris Knight. Tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Yeah, you can find me over on the Real Review 3000. You can find me here on your channel on Tuesday nights, on Monday nights over on Comic Chat. I do things with Honstar, Mary Mayhem, a bunch of other channels. Sometimes I know Matt has talked about having me over there to be a stepping stone or something. I don't know. That's whatever. He thinks he knows what he's talking about. But anyways, yeah, you can find me in a lot of different places. And Chaos Central, definitely go over there and check it out. youtube.chaoscentral.com, and that's the easy way to get there. We're getting close to our 100 subs that we're trying to get over there. Yeah, but thank you for having me on as usual. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. I just want to say I watched that Name That Tune show, man, and I was zero.
He plays the worst music.
No, listen, you see, everybody bitches about it. But the thing is either you don't like it because it's too old, you don't like it because it's too new. Everybody, but in the mix of all, some people get it, some people don't.
I didn't like it because I was too high.
Well, that's not my fault.
By the way, if everyone's bitching about it, there's a problem.
I don't care about the music. I just like playing the show because I've played for so long in the backstage. It's like, damn it all, put me on to compete.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say there were two songs that I knew. Other than that, I was like, no. So
good show, everything.
Good show, but I had no idea what songs you were playing.
Yeah, I also think the points in the second round are way too high because I dominated the first round and it meant nothing.
God, you got an excuse for everything, bro. And you don't win, eh?
I'm not even saying that for my own benefit. I'm saying it for the show's benefit. Like I think that there should be a reevaluation of how much like points are worth in the first round to the second.
That's kind of the whole point, though. Is the second round is where anybody can come back and win. That's kind of
right.
The point.
But that makes the first round like mute. It makes it pointless because
you ask Tom of Midnight After Dark, and he'll tell you right now that he'll dominate both rounds, and it doesn't matter. So
that is literally irrelevant to what I am saying. You just said he dominated both rounds. What does that have to do with someone having a great first round?
Next time,
but not being
dominate
able to keep it up?
Both rounds. That's what I'm saying.
That's because the points are larger.
That's irrelevant.
That's where the game always changes, is in the second round.
But then what's the point? It makes the first round completely like irrelevant. Like I don't know why this is so hard
it's like a
to understand. It really isn't. I don't know why this is so hard to understand.
I don't know what the hell you watching, but okay. What's going on, Alonzo?
I'm good. Next up, we're going to have Danny. You're going to tell the people where they can find you. It's funny because I was going to say something to you, but because these guys started talking, I completely forgot. So you're lucky.
Very good, guys. I am Danny, AKA Comic Chat. You can find me along with Chris and Alonzo several shows throughout the week. Last night was Chaotic Conversations nights. On Alonzo shows Khaos List tomorrow. Rule 3. Thursday will be, we're going to skip Thursday, I think, Alonzo, because there's nothing to talk about because Mandalorian doesn't start until week after. So we'll take a hiatus again until the first episode, and then we'll start back from there.
Not a problem.
This is a show you want to talk about. And then, of course, on Saturdays is a sports talk show, Square One, where we talk about as little basketball as possible because it offends a certain person on a panel.
Basketball's over.
It's never over. We're gonna do. There's always off season.
There's always something to talk about in basketball. Mm-hmm. And also, we need to talk about this match because you had me all hyped for Vanilli Vanchenko, whatever his name is.
Lomachenko.
And oh my God. Okay, we're gonna talk about that later, but please subscribe to the channel.
You just said Vanilli.
He did. But Danny,
I can't
Danny
think of
could
the man's name.
not once
Vasily
Danny got the
Wow.
name right.
I've been fucking up that man's name since I got off the air with Mag. But we'll discuss that later.
All right.
Not a problem. JJ, you're up, my friend.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You can find me just a little bit of everywhere. Monday nights on my channel. I do a random live stream called Randomness at a random live stream. Yes, I do a live stream every Monday at 9 Eastern called Randomness at its finest. It's a random panel, random topic situation. Come by, check it out. You know, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And you can find me here on Twitter at Sithlord3827. Great to be back, guys. How y'all doing?
Doing great. Glad to have
Why are
you
you
back,
skipping
my
all
friend.
your catchphrases, man?
Because
Because,
sometimes he does it, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes it
It's a lottery, man.
it is.
Check it out.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Jeez.
Sometimes you
Mad
feel like a
Mardigan.
nut, sometimes you don't.
You are next, my friend. Go ahead.
Look, if there's somebody in the chat that isn't already subscribed to me, just leave.
Oh shit!
We'll
Is that a
just
Phantom? Okay, I'm about to say, where's the Phantom Zone right now?
we'll just start
Shades
this
of
one up
Terrence right
really
there,
quick.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh, with that being said, I should have said this on. Did you notice Terrace be singing in his videos now?
I didn't know
had
that.
to I had to
Yeah.
mute.
I gotta watch
I had
the
to
last
mute.
one.
I had to mute the notifications because I would get like
3
he puts
o'clock
up
in the
like
morning.
well, no,
Man,
but he
such
puts up
a-
like 15 videos a day.
Yep.
Hey man, he's a machine with that stuff too, boy.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
So
sometimes
go
I
ahead.
struggle with one, and he'd be like, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, but is he editing them or is he just one of the one-shot guys?
Yeah, he's editing. I think he's editing.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Since he switched over to the other channel, I haven't watched anything recently. So that's dude, but that guy's on point 99.9%
One
of
is
the
my
time.
funniest one, man, when he's talking about he shows the old Batman and Robin fighting the Green Hornet and Kato. That
Mhm.
shit is funny how he be narrating it, boy.
His
Look at this bitch ass
video.
Robin about to get his ass kicked by Bruce Lee. Watch it, and then tell me you show something. You go upside Robin head with a kick. That shit is funny.
His videos are funny as hell, man. Trust me.
Absolutely.
Well, you know how we do the show. We do 3 topics and we discuss the topics. And just to let everybody know, there will be no interrupting when somebody is talking today. If you do, you will catch the mute button. And notice how I clicked on you, man. Just an example. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, we have
One question:
honorable
is
mention.
LDG
Yes.
coming today?
I have no idea. He said he was. I sent him the link. I did send the link to everybody, but he hasn't come in, which is kind of messed up because my first honorable mention, because you know I always got him, was actually dealing with LDG Pixel because we were on a stream, and as Mad Mardigan has the same program, he can tell you this. But after seeing LDG Pixel has a voice mod on his PC, do you think he really sounds like a chipmunk and not like Barry White? So
Oh wow!
I personally think he probably sounds like.
Oh, darling, I've been thinking about you all day.
So, that voice that we hear, that's really not his voice.
He's saying,
No.
"Do you think
Do
it's
I
not
think?
his voice?"
Yeah,
I don't know.
it really.
Hey, baby,
how you doing? You got a damn DJ voice. Sound like one of them
Definitely.
DJs like does a Quiet Storm or some shit like that.
Well, somebody
Yep.
one of the first streams he was on with us, I believe, one of these guys, I can't remember who it was, like practically bust a nut when they heard his voice. I think it was John. Now that I mentioned it was John, and John was like, "Oh my God, your voice!" And I was like, "Really?"
It's butter.
Really? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I think it was John. I think I remember that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Wow.
Honorable mention number 2. See, I come up with these things, but this one, I can't really take the credit for this one. This one comes from my homeboy Chris. Now, do you want to see Mad Mardigan admit that the Cowboys are a shit show and that they are no longer America's team. Yes, he did.
Oh my goodness.
You can run, but you can't hide, my friend.
I'm just saying.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna do the Hulk Hogan for this one.
I'll be honest. I don't remember what the question was. Was it a question?
Well, I'm waiting for you to
maybe you should read it again just to make sure he gets the full.
Who in the NFL should be referred to as America's team, Mad Mardigan?
The same team that's been referred to that as the America's team since 1977.
And what team is that? What team is that? The 2-4 Cowboys?
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, the 2-4 Dallas Cowboys.
What sucks is they're better than the Jaguars.
You mean the team that's leading the NFC East? Yes, that team.
Oh,
that is nothing to brag about.
You know?
It's a playoff.
Yeah, but one and done if they do. Wild card and they're out. So
God, I thought Andy Dalton would do a little something last night.
No, he's trash, bro. He's trash.
I'm not saying to be funny. I thought he would have done something. I'm like, when they showed Jerry Jones and his son in the skybox, they want to jump last night. I was like, damn.
We could just talk about how well Shannon Sharp predicted Baker Mayfield's play this past week too. I mean,
we could do that.
I mean,
we could do that. But he went up against the number one, run defense in the league anyway. So I don't know what
a whole show for this kind of talk.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
We're warming up to Saturday.
We're gonna
warming up to the toughest.
This is the dress rehearsal, bro.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right. I gotta say something. And now, the final honorable mention is a little bit closer to my heart. So I'll just say, do you want to see all the Americans on the panel admit that Canada is superior to America in every single way?
Phantoms on me, please. Phantoms on me right now, please.
He's begging for that.
I'm listening, guys.
I'm offended.
I'm sorry. I didn't see the question, and my headphones.
That's the wrong logo. That's the wrong
head.
logo. Change the logo to the KC. I don't want to see that. That's offending me being over my head.
Oh, that up there? Oh no, I know you like it. I know you like it. And I'm gonna keep you right underneath it so you can see it there. Thank you, Shifty Gizm, because I see you in the house. Enough respect for that. So, come on, guys.
You're supposed to be.
Where's mine, Shifty? I need one too.
To me, not to Anzo, Shifty.
Look at this. Austinator, you're my man. Austinator says yes. And he says, and I don't even live in Canada.
Oh, you a fool, Austinator.
Yeah, 50 years I need mine. And then what we need a Hell in the Cell match in the game.
Sorry.
Go ahead, JJ. What were you going to say?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. I'm going to say this, but hey, bro, I want your word that you ain't gonna phantoms on me until I'm done talking.
No, you can talk. You can talk.
All right. I can't agree with that because we are land of the free and home of the brave, not land of the loony and home of the syrup.
And
hold on. Did you finish talking, JJ?
Yeah, I'm good.
Click. I promise you I'd let you finish.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
But he is feeling good tonight, buddy. I don't know what's in it.
Same thing that's in it every night.
That was a good one. But as you say that, I will say, how was you guys' health care?
Fine. I have TRICARE Prime.
I mine, bro.
I got Medicaid and I don't pay 1 red cent.
So yeah, everything's good here, bro.
Okay, whatever. You guys got me on that one.
That backfired.
Yeah, it did a little. It did a little. So we get on to the first topic, and that was funny, guys. I appreciate that. So first topic is Mandalorian season 2. JJ said he could talk Star Wars all day, every day. So first topic is Star Wars. Now, after seeing the new Mandalorian trailer, does it make you more concerned or less concerned for this season? Chris, you started out, man.
So I just did a video on this today, and I gotta say, after seeing the video or the trailer, I'm actually kind of excited because with Cara Dune and Grief Karga, it looks like they're going to kind of be doing this like as a team. And I don't know how far they're going to get to trying to take the child back to his people or whatever. But the fact that they're all three together, I really like the chances for the show with that happening, because it seems it's a lot better than just following the Mandalorian around. It adds another dynamic to it. And I like it. It seems like they have a good, well, I don't know about a good time, but they seem like their chemistry works really well. And the last episode, their chemistry seemed to be really well together. So I like the idea, and I hope it works. And then the way that they're framing it, with Moff Gideon, right? With him, I'm assuming that Boba Fett's probably going to be more involved with him, helping him chase them down. And I'm going to assume Ahsoka Tano is going to be helping them somewhere. And I'm going to assume that they're not bit parts, but I'm going to assume Boba Fett and Ahsoka are going to be in and out of the show, helping one side or the other. And I like, the more I think about that, I like that dynamic. I think it'll work out fairly well. So I'm a little more excited now, a little more. So yeah.
But
all right,
everything you just said leading up to saying that you were more excited was nowhere near, like, it wasn't in the trailer at all.
Yeah, it was. Well, I'm okay.
I didn't see Boba Fett.
No, I didn't either. Okay, let me.
I didn't see Ahsoka Lacana, whatever her name is.
Ahsoka Tano. And here's the thing. I am saying that I know they're in this show, and so now I can see with the way that they're designing it, with them going around as a group, as the three of them and the child. I can see now that Moff Gideon is going to probably employ Boba Fett, and I could be completely wrong, but I could see how he would do that to chase after them so he can get to them, and it's going to be this cat and mouse game with them. And Ahsoka is going to probably run into him and probably help him out, but she's not. I mean, hey, yeah, I'm speculating, but that's kind of the whole point right now. Is speculation.
Not the point of the question, but
I'm explaining why I'm explaining why I'm more excited now after seeing that. It's because I can kind of see how they might frame that. I'm not saying I'm right.
JJ?
I'm crazy.
Let's hear from JJ.
Oh, hang on. Ooh, I just had a massive sneeze. I might have another. I'm kind of in the middle right now. I'm kind of a little worried, but I'm really in it. I really can't wait for this either, because I watched everything they've released as far as trailers and teasers and whatnot, and the only thing I'm getting out of what we're being shown at this point, because granted, it's probably not going to be 10 episodes, maybe another 30, 40 minutes. Not a real long show. I don't think they'll even find out where this child's from until at least season 3, if there is one. Okay, the pacing I'm watching is not going fast enough to lead to this point. But like I said, they do leave a lot out of trailers, but I'm just going by what we've seen. There's one scene where he's walking through I think it's in the first official full trailer. He's walking through this market, and they're focused on someone looking at a black cloak. Okay, I'm thinking, at a quick shot, I was like, oh wow, is that Ahsoka? But then I went back and watched it today, as slow as speed as possible. I believe that's Sabine Wren from Rebels.
Okay,
because there has been rumor that Sabine and Ezra are
going to be in it. Yeah.
somewhere in this. So why not? Ahsoka's there. Sabine and Ahsoka went to go look for Ezra. So, it's a distinct possibility. That's where my highest hopes are. But, they're talking about, hey, at the end of season 1, we got to go find where this child belongs, right? Whether it be their species, their home planet, whatever. I don't believe we'll see it this season because the pacing's just too slow from what we're being shown.
Well, can I say something about that real quick?
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I was going to say, it kind of looks like they might be speeding it up. I mean, again, I don't know because they do leave a ton out of the trailers, but I don't know. I'm hoping for faster pace for sure because it does. I'm with you totally, JJ, that it does need to speed up.
Right. It's like we're being shown all the slow moments. Wait a minute, there's a couple ship flybys. Ooh, he flies off in his jetpack. Not really all that fast pace, it does. It needs to speed up a lot from what we're being shown right now.
Yep. Danny? You've been quiet?
I got some speculation and I got some facts based on what I've seen. In one of the clips they said he asked, is he to go around the whole galaxy asking, trying to find where the baby Yoda lives to a bunch of ancient wizards or witches or whatever the hell he referred to as Jedi. And the response was, this is the way. So that makes me think that we're going to see some Jedi in some shape, form, or fashion. And I'm curious to see who that Jedi is going to be. To me, it would be a money shot if it's Obi-Wan to kind of pull in the Obi-Wan show that they're talking about. That would be awesome in my mind. Well, just speculate.
But Obi-Wan couldn't be in this because Obi-Wan's already dead.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess his Force Ghost, maybe.
Yeah, but his the timeline of the show is after Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But also,
it's the only
Jedi. Danny, think about this for a minute. Mm-hmm. If they do this, all right, it's already been confirmed Ahsoka's going to be in the show. Okay.
Yeah, but she's a Jedi.
But still, she's a Force user. She knows how to fight. Who's to say she's not the one to face off Moff Gideon?
Okay, I mean,
why?
I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying, based on what I stand corrected about it being Obi-Wan, but I don't know if it's going to be her. If it is her, then that's going to lead to, and what you said earlier about Sabine Wren. Then
right.
if it's her and Sabine Wren are in this, then that means that Thrawn may be back in it. And if Thrawn going to be back in it, then that's going to be a thorn in Moff Gideon's side because to me, Thrawn is a superior thinker and planner.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of excites me too is I see them on that boat. It kind of makes me think about the 300, the part 2 when they were on the ships and stuff going into battle. I kind of get that kind of feeling from it. So I think that'd be a cool scene. I don't know if it's going to be one episode, 2 episodes. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. That's kind of interesting to me. Also, the part where they're in like the boxing ring place, and I think they try to attack him, and the baby Yoda sees him activate those little bird things on his wing and closes his little floating device.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to show how badass that Mando is. So, based on what I've seen those clips and putting 2 and 2 together, so to speak, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be just as good, if not better, than season 1. I think that the people that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have kind of settled into this lore or this story they're trying to do. I think they're going to do it better. So based on what I've seen and based on just that I'm a Star Wars fan, I'm excited about seeing this, and I think it's going to be okay.
Agree.
All right.
Agree.
Yeah.
Mad Mardigan.
Yeah. I wasn't it did not excite me whatsoever, that new trailer. It just didn't. And listening to you guys, it makes me even less excited because correct me if I'm wrong, but the name of the show is Mandalorian, not Mandalorian. But there's also all this guy and this guy. Oh, don't forget about her. Oh, she's coming over here too. It is again like like JJ said earlier, 10 episodes, maybe at most, 30 minutes each. Some of them last season were even less than that. Where are they going to fit all these characters in and still have that cub and the old man kind of the storyline, like that dynamic, that Western, Rooster Cogburn type feel to it? That's just going to go by the wayside. And I forgot who it was that brought in saying that Asuka Samasami would be taking on what's his name from Breaking Bad. Yeah. Why is everyone so excited to bring other people in to fight the villain rather than the guy that the show's named after? After. Like, why wouldn't he take on the big bad?
Well, the only reason why I mentioned it that way is the only reason why I put Ahsoka against Moff Gideon was not as to fight the villain per se, but to buy some time so they could maybe escape. Because we don't know where these characters are going to interact at one point in this season.
Yeah, they should interact in a different show. This is Mando's show.
And I'll be honest with you.
That's why I'm not excited about this.
I think 1 or 2 episodes for Boba, 1 or 2 episodes for Ahsoka, and that's it. They're not going to have them scattered throughout the whole season. You know what I mean? Because like you said, that does take away from Mando. But you have them in there for an episode or 2 as a guest appearance. I think that could work. Yeah, I think that could work.
Oh, and by the way, they should not be on boats. They everything can fly. Why are they taking boats?
They fly now?
They fly now.
Sorry, I had
that. He has a jetpack.
Let me make a comment.
Well, go ahead, Danny.
And I'm just not saying it's going to sound smart, but it's not being smart. Have you ever seen a show called The Rifleman? Starring Chuck Connor.
Heard of it, never
when
seen
it comes on, he's like shooting the gun real fast.
Oh yeah.
What's up, DJ?
Right. The show only lasted 30 minutes. Chuck Connors was the star, but he had his son on there. He had the sheriff. He had his girlfriend. He had different people on there. The show still worked. I know the show is called Mandalorian, and I agree with you that he should be the star of it, but you still can have 1 or 2 people coming in here and doing this and doing that and still have the story be all about Mando. But he could just be, it could be an interaction. It could be one brief mission or something. I mean, I think it could work.
I don't disagree with that.
The only reason why we are speculating, so to speak, is because if you watch Rebels, how Rebels went off is that Sabine
and Ahsoka
Ahsoka, they went off looking for Ezra, and Ezra pretty much slingshotted himself into the further regions with Thrawn. So if those 2 are back, then that kind of logically says that Thrawn may be back if Ezra's back. That's one reason why. I don't think they're going to have Thrawn in there, but maybe not this season. But if they have Ezra in there, if Ezra's back with us now, then Thrawn is going to be close behind. And we don't know how that's going to interact with Mando or not. And I don't think unless Ahsoka has found where Yoda people's from, I don't see how she's going to help Mando get the baby Yoda back to where Yoda's planet is, because no one knows where Yoda came from, unless she found the planet doing the search for Ezra.
Hold on, Chris. Before you start, let's just see. LDG, do you have anything on the topic? Do you know what the topic is?
The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Is it headed for a brick wall or not after the trailer?
Basically, yeah.
I think they're shooting high. Are they overshooting? I don't know. I hope not.
Did you like the first season?
I only watched a little bit of it. I didn't actually. I do have to catch up. But what I did see, I liked.
Okay.
Yeah, what I did see, I did like. Yeah, I'm there. Yep.
Go ahead, Chris. What were you going to say now?
Well, first off, as to Moff Gideon fighting Ahsoka, I think that's just a teaser. Think of what Cobra Kai does. They always throw Johnny and Daniel just right at the edge of fighting, and then something happens.
Right.
I think you're best to hold off on that, and yet have times when they get close. So maybe Ahsoka comes and is there with Mando. They start fighting. Ahsoka takes the lead to whatever. I'm not saying that that's right. I don't know. The other thing is that I've heard rumor that they might be working on a Thrawn series. So if they are, what Danny said could have some weight. I would not be surprised if they put Ahsoka in this for 2 episodes or so, if they try to break it away for her own series, because Rosario Dawson's much more than just a bit actress. So I think that might be where they're heading with it. I can't remember the guy's name
and maybe the Ahsoka character on live action is this is their test run.
Yeah, and the guy that plays Boba Fett, he's kind of a fan favorite from the prequels. I don't think he's worried too much about if he gets his own show or how often he's in there. He's just there for the fun of it because he's like, hey, I know people love this character. I'm going to come in. I'm going to play it. And so I don't know if we're going to have a ton of Boba Fett. I think maybe he's just, call him up, say, hey, we're going to put you in a couple episodes this season. And maybe that's all he'll do. He'll just be there on standby if they want him. Ahsoka to me seems like something that they just throwing her in here just to have her doesn't make a lot of sense. I would almost bet you they'll break it off for another series.
Yeah, because Filoni. This is Ahsoka's his baby. He created her, and he wants to. He I guarantee you, he's wanting to do a show about her in some form or fashion. And this is a great way
movie.
Yeah, he's going to sacrifice the Mando show to serve his creation.
I don't think they're going to go this whole season without the Mando and the child being separated from people. I just don't think so. In fact, the scene where he's working on his ship, I'd almost bet you he's by himself with the child. I still think we're going to get similar themes from what we got in season 1. I just think we're going to have more of him. And again, we don't know that whole scene where they're the 3 of them together could just be right after the last episode of the first season. It could just be really quick, and they could do it because like the first and last episodes of last season worked really well hand in hand. Like the first, second, and last one worked really well hand in hand. And then a couple of the other ones worked together. They might be playing that again too. So they may not be showing us much of anything except for just part of one episode.
That's true.
In that matter, he could I don't think they're going to have him with them all the time.
Because if you look, the trailer,
you're going to get. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry. No. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
I was going to say, I still think we're going to get that same dynamic of the Mandalorian with the child by himself. Because you're right, the whole cub and mama bear or whatever you want to say, that dynamic between the two of them is going to it works for it. So I don't think they're going to just throw that away.
I agree. And like you said, we haven't really seen much in the trailers anyways, you know what I mean? So who knows what they have planned. Dan200TF said, if you look closely at the trailer, you can see a dead big spider on Mando's ship during when he's fixing it on the snow planet. Connection to planet Atalon, the spiders from Rebels. I have no idea. I never seen that episode. Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe Danny has and he could tell you, but I don't know.
A big dead spider on Mando's ship when he's fixing in connection to the planet Atalon, the spiders from Rebels.
From Rebels, yeah.
Yeah, because that's where Bendu was.
Yeah, but it wasn't a snow planet though, was it?
No. It looked like it was a desert planet almost.
Yeah.
Rocky and desert, yeah.
They say maybe there's a connection with the spiders. Possible. He also said that people also say that Sasha Banks will be playing an Inquisitor, though I hope she's Sabine.
If she's playing an Inquisitor, that's going to be tough.
Sasha Banks, the wrestler, right? Yeah. I could actually see her as a Inquisitor, to be honest with you.
In a different
Inquisitors are force sensitive or can use the force. Sabine can't.
No, I know, but he's saying she's either gonna play an Inquisitor or Sabine.
The Inquisitor is actually a Jedi that's been broken by Darth Vader.
Yeah, where were they at when they destroyed 2 Death Stars?
The Inquisitors?
Yeah, they weren't aboard at least.
Well,
They were
The
dead
Inquisitors
by
were
then,
killed.
no?
All of them were
okay,
killed
so
by
then how can there be Inquisitors now in the Mandalorian universe?
Well, it's
that's what I
possible
was about
that
to
maybe
say.
one or two survived. I don't know. Who knows?
If you watch Rebels, all the Inquisitors were killed
Okay.
that we know of.
So
Mm.
then there shouldn't be any Inquisitors in the Mandalorian.
Yeah, but they also thought
But again,
all the Sith were killed too, right? Before they came back. So
Wait, where are their Siths?
no, I'm talking about in the prequels. They didn't know
Oh,
Sith were still around. They didn't know Sith was still around until they actually had an encounter with one, right? So
yeah.
I just can't see them giving Sasha Banks the role of Sabine, though. She never acted and can barely cut a decent promo. Sabine's someone who could get a show of her own.
Yeah, because
It's
Sabine's a really intriguing character.
yeah. He's saying it's a way too big of a role for her.
I'm getting the vibe from
In a
the
show?
panel that y'all don't like Ahsoka.
No, I love Ahsoka. She's a great character. She grew to be a great character. Let's put it
She
that way.
did. She
Mhm.
did.
Because when she was first revealed, everybody was like, "No, get this thing off the screen, whatever."
Mhm.
But eventually, over time,
Clone
Well,
Wars.
they did a great.
One at
They
a
did a
time.
great. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Chris.
I was going to say. Oh, go ahead. Danny was starting. Go ahead.
So all I said was Clone Wars season 7 blew her up. Was what I said.
well, no, she was already a big fan favorite after, say, the second or third
Yeah.
season, because they were
Mhm.
going to love this character. Now it's like a fan favorite.
She was light, but when she pretty much kicked Darth Maul's ass single handedly, that rose her stock.
Yeah.
And I
When you're
love,
no, her stock was rose way before that. I mean, there were the ones
Yeah.
where she was fighting the Inquisitors, where she was fighting
Grievous.
Ventress Supreme, Grievous. Yeah, man, her stock.
Okay,
JJ's
but,
actually
who is better?
right.
Who's a tougher fighter than all them?
What do you mean?
All those people you just named. Who would you want to face the least?
Who would I want to face?
Darth Maul
Yeah.
is the one I would want to see.
Yeah.
And she's single-handedly kicked his ass. So I'm
I
saying
know that,
role,
Danny. But she was popular before that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're talking about seasons.
I'm not saying she wasn't. I'm saying that she was already a fan favorite.
Yeah, but
after
season
seeing
7
her
blew
went
her
up against him, that rolls her stock even more. That's my statement.
The thing that made her character turn popular, yes, the fighting, her attitude and everything, was the fact she actually. Here's the thing: everybody thought it was the next Jedi. We were watching the next Jedi. When she walked away, that made everybody like that character more, because they thought, oh, we're just making another Jedi. We're making it, a lot of people were really turned off by the idea of who she was at the very get-go. As that whole show went on, it got better and better with her, because people are like, and then again, when she turned her back to the Order, not the Force, not her fundamentals, just that I am not going to be a Jedi. That's pretty badass, because I mean, who all's done that? I mean, that's the thing. She did it. And so, I mean, yes, in other characters, we've seen it happen in the books and stuff. But as far as characters on screen or in the cartoon, whatever, I think she's the first one.
No, I agree.
So, I mean, that's why I loved that character. I mean, and I would love to watch a series based off of her and what's going on at this point in her whatever.
No, I agree with you 100%. I'm just saying, for me, I think she became way more popular after like season 2 or 3, where they gave her a bigger role, and she stopped all that shy guy talk and all that crap. You know what I mean? Like when she first came out, she was hated like Jar Jar was. Like they could not stand her, bro. So, I mean, I like Ahsoka, and I'm hoping that they do her justice in it, and if they give her own series, I'm definitely happy with that. I could definitely do.
My ex-wife got upset with me. We went and seen the Clone Wars in the movie theater. The moment she walked off that ramp and whatever, and they said that who she was, I was like, "What the f?" She was like, "Shh, shh." So Anakin didn't have no damn apprentice. What the?
I
But
know, right?
time went on, you know.
Yeah, she got better.
I like that character a lot.
As do I. So topic number 2, actually, yeah, 2. What is the best Star Wars theme game and why? Whoever wants to start that can start that one up. I know which my games are. I mean, there's a lot of Star Wars games, but I'm going with some old school ones. So,
I'll
Dark
be sitting on the
Forces.
sideline for this one.
cool.
What was it? Dark Forces, wasn't it?
No, for me, I'm going back to the old school Nintendo Star Wars games.
Yeah. Dark Forces is like way back when. I had that on like back in, I don't even, let me see what year that came out. 1995. Yeah, that was my senior year. I got that, and I binged that thing straight through from start to finish. In fact, if you ask everybody, they'll tell you, well, the people who really dig into this stuff, they'll tell you that the main characters in Dark Forces are basically where they took the characters for Rogue One from. It's got similar themes to it, but it's a great game. I mean, it's old, it's old Windows format and stuff, and I think Nintendo 64 may have had it on there. But yeah, no, I mean, there's tons of great games out there for it. I love the Lego Star Wars games.
Me too.
For playability,
yeah. Mine was always the X-Wing series. My favorite was X-Wing Alliance.
Oh yeah.
And if I can have the screen real briefly, Anzo, this is what I played it. This is what I played it in.
Oh yeah, sorry, this one.
That's what I played it in.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Brought up, so yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I love it.
Oh my god,
dude, I want that. That's nice.
I still got it somewhere.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's cool.
Freaking awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I still got it packed up in one of my totes. I was going to think about trying to hook it to my Xbox to play Star Wars Squadrons.
I was a big fan of Rogue Squadrons. I liked Pod Racing game. I really liked that one as well. Super Star Wars, Super Empire Strikes Back.
Super Star Wars.
Yes.
Super Empire Strikes Back, Super Return of the Jedi. Those games were a classic, man.
I loved any of them. My favorite.
The only one I ever played was The Force Unleashed.
That's a good game.
Was really good too.
I like those two.
And the Force Unleashed. Those are my two favorite. Super Star Wars and Force Unleashed and X-Wing.
Yeah, original Battlefront games are good too. I think that the latest ones, a lot of people complain about them. They're not that bad.
They're not bad. I just think that whenever you throw the
microtransactions.
Thank you very much, Matt. I appreciate it. Yeah, microtransactions. I don't understand why we have to have that.
I hate them.
I agree. I love it. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the thing is everybody just deals with it, so they keep doing it. And,
yeah.
I mean,
now,
no, go ahead, JJ.
You're the host. You first.
No, you first.
I was just thinking. Other than that, any game that you can fly, any games you can fly, I'm all in it. But Knights of the Old Republic.
Did they have the?
Sorry,
didn't they do something cool where they did like a TIE fighter and then X-Wing, and then they had X-Wing versus TIE fighter?
Yeah, they had X-Wing,
that was
TIE fighter,
awesome.
X-Wing versus TIE fighter, X-Wing Alliance.
That was back when it was in competition with Wing Commander, and it was like the only game that stood up to it.
What the hell did you say?
So you're pretty good at it. So you're pretty good at flying and getting high up there, ain't you?
Damn, Skippy. I'll be higher. I'll be higher than Eagles nuts, buddy.
Okay, go ahead,
My
Chris.
son used to play this one
I'm
called
just trying
Bounty
to think of the
Hunter.
other
I never
ones
played
that,
that.
like
Yeah,
like you
Bounty
said, the
Hunter.
pod racing, Rogue Squadron, X-Wing
Not
versus TIE Fighter, all that. I'm trying
Yeah.
to think what it was. They had a shoot. I mean, I remember the first, like it wasn't this in 77. It was like after the original trilogy was done, like so like 84, 85 on the original Nintendo, having the three different, they had Star Wars, Empire, and
and
yeah,
Return of the Jedi.
Empire. I see Empire at War, Super Star Wars,
Yep.
Star Wars Jedi Knight Force, Dark
Mhm.
Force,
but the ones
Star
that were on
Wars
the
Force
Nintendo,
Unleashed.
Yep.
the ones that were on Nintendo were
I wasn't a fan of Dark Forces. I did not like.
The original.
You didn't like Dark Forces? Oh, Dark Forces! I loved Dark Forces.
Yeah, it was built after. It was created after Doom.
Yeah, but it was a Doom competition, and I was just, they shouldn't have gone there. I was like, no, sorry.
You know what I used
I
to
don't
like
know,
about
maybe I
those
was a little
games, man?
prejudiced.
When they showed the little movies, man, those movies was hot, boy. Like
Yeah.
the Old Republic. Shoot, I used to watch that over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, no,
yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
you
wasn't before
first.
then. No, I was
I'm
about to say, if you've seen the Old Republic videos a lot, the one where it shows the mother trying to save the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the mother. I'm supposed to do a live stream Friday about. Basically, it's a versus stream. That particular character versus Count Dooku.
Damn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got to research.
What's the one that had the two brothers? One was in white, one was in black, and the dad was kind of pitting them against each other.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah,
game
he's
was
the
that?
emperor. He's the emperor. That's the Old Republic.
Yeah. They used. Oh, I know one that I liked, and it's not one that I don't know how many people like it. I liked Obi-Wan. It was on Xbox.
Yeah.
I really liked that one.
I never played that one.
Neither did
That's
I.
the only-
I think
the only one
if I remember right, if I remember right, you had to face the different Jedi Masters in trials. But as you're being sent out to do certain like missions and stuff, and so after you get done with like a mission, like the full mission, then you come back to the Jedi Council and they pitch you up against one of the Jedi Masters until you get up to I can't remember who the last one was, but I loved that game. And if I remember right, it was kind of wonky with some things. It would kind of lag at times, but if it was running, yes, Matt.
I'm trying to remember the one. I'm trying to
I'm gonna
remember
jump
the
off
one.
and get on my phone.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no problem. I'm trying to remember the one. There was only 3 levels, right? So one level is where you flew with the Falcon, and then the next level was with the speeder bikes, and then the next level you were on with the 2-legged AT-AT. It was an old game. Yeah, it was only 3 levels, and my friend, he used to kill that game. Yeah, he used to be so good at it.
You remember what you played it on?
Actually, in the arcade.
Oh, in the arcade.
I don't ever remember playing it in.
Oh yeah, is that? You were a speeder bike. You were the yeah. That's
Yes.
Return of the Jedi.
It's Return of the Jedi.
Yes, because you're riding the speeder bikes, you're racing through Endor, you're flying through the Death Star in the Falcon, and then
yeah, you're right.
And then you're also walking like you're playing Chewie in the Skywalker.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
See what Matt want since he got his hand raised.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt. You up?
Thank you. Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, I said that, but
really,
I also liked. Okay. Well, yeah, I was trying to answer the question.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, liked the. I like the new one. The none of the Battlefields shit. That's garbage. But I did like the new one, the Jedi Order. I didn't care for the main character. I didn't care for the main guy because he's a ginger. I didn't care really for the storyline. It was fine, I guess. The combat was pretty good. But yeah, I mean, as far as Star Wars games go, it wasn't a complete letdown.
Okay. I never played it, but like Force Unleashed was one of my favorite ones as well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm more like the flying type game like JJ. That's why I really wanted to like Squadrons. And if I could see, no, for real, if I could see my ship, I'd probably like it a lot more. But the fact that it's the cockpit view really bothers me. It really bothers me in that game. So we'll move on to topic number 3. And this topic was sent in by my homeboy on the bottom here, Mr. LDG. So LDG says, well, I titled it, of course, that's me, but the social dilemma. What do you think would happen if we had a free and true public social platform? One that would give us full control over what we want to see, think, hear, say, and do. How would it affect us as a person and our society as a whole? And since this was LDG's topic, you can start us off and then anybody else can chime in.
A beautiful title, by the way. Beautiful
Thank
title. You. I forgot to include
It's okay.
My fault. Wow. Yeah, what would happen, right? Like, imagine you wake up one morning and all of a sudden you have a platform that isn't censoring us, that isn't shoving content down our throat, picking what we want to see, think, and hear. Giving us the freedom to say, hey, I want to look up Star Wars. Or I want to look up, you know, whatever it is, comics, Marvel, DC, any topic, whatever it is, and actually having at our fingertips a search results that come back with what we actually deserve to be looking at, all the things that are out there, all the people out there spreading the word or related to particular topics. And then if, you click on something, you don't like them, you don't like what they say, or it's offensive or whatever, you swipe it away and you don't have to worry about that person or that, or you can even, choose the level of hidden. Maybe I just don't want to see this particular video. Maybe I don't want to see this particular topic about this particular channel on this particular video. Maybe I just don't like that person altogether and I don't want to see this person ever again. Having that kind of control over what you see, think, and hear. But also say and do, being able to, have your own channel like that, do whatever you want, going into a live stream and know that there are going to be millions of people are going to have a chance seeing you when you're sitting here. We're sitting here talking, having fun about the topics that we're doing. Having the algorithm actually say, I'm picking up on this person saying, oh, they're talking about Star Wars. All right. That way you don't have to sit there and type in all your damn key terms and you know what I mean? Put your own hashtags in. With that's the freaking algorithm's job. The algorithm's job should be to be listening to us right now and putting us in categories and throwing us out there for people who are typing in the search algorithm right now. You should be having new people seeing you right now. You should be having, multiple people just switching right past the Khaos List. Oh, let me check out Khaos List. Boom, bow, new person watching right now. And let Anzo stand on his own 2 feet, whether somebody's going to watch him, or click away, or unsub or sub or donate or whatever. I really think that if we actually had that, and it goes even further than that, but I'm just gonna I'll come back to that after hearing everybody else talk a little bit about it, because it really would go beyond just like, say, YouTube, because we're talking about a true public forum about anything. I mean, this includes not just a tube, Twitter, the face, the book, the spot. We're talking like a Craigslist. You know what I mean? That's true. I'm looking for a lawnmower, public forum. Boom! I'm selling a lawnmower right up the road. I don't have to go to 5 different websites. I don't have to have 100 million different freaking accounts here and there just to find out somebody down the street has a lawnmower for sale. You know what I mean? One spot, one wham bam, thank you ma'am, boom. I think it would change the world. I think it would give us so many more opportunities and just make it, that much more enjoyable instead of the corporate bullshit that we're being fed today, because everything that you're seeing right now is being brought to you by someone else and not by the source.
Elihu, welcome. The question was, shit.
Damn, my bad.
Hold on, Chris. Let me get the question for you. But I see. Sorry, JJ, for cutting you off. But I see Matt had his hand up. So Matt, go ahead, but let me just read the question for Chris. It says, the social dilemma. What do you think would happen if we had a free and true public social platform, one that would give us full control over what we want to see, think, hear, say, and do? How would it affect us personally and our society as a whole? So Matt Mardigan, you had your hand up. Go ahead, my friend.
Yeah, so I did like the algorithm part where it would automatically hear what we're saying and put us in those categories for people to pick up. What I do not like is the get to choose exactly what you hear, who you hear it from, and who you don't. I think that will just further divide the country by putting everyone in the even more specific echo chambers, which is really the problem, is because a lot of people will refuse to hear any opinions that do not match their own. And so I think that just will further isolate everyone from each other.
And
so you just want to force that on people?
Not at all.
I don't get I don't get the comment.
I'm not saying force. I'm not saying force it on anyone. I'm saying like just.
You don't want to give people the power to choose what they want to hear, like as long as they're offered it to it, is what I was trying to say. Where when you type in, let's say a political, like what you're talking, right, shoving people's,
right.
Let's say you look up like something Trump related or whatever. Right now you do that right now, and you get what they want you to see, not right. What you want to see. Just random other people, those people that you don't even have a choice to say if you like those people or if you want to listen to those people, you don't even get that choice, denied. On a public forum, you'd have access to everybody talking about that topic. Now, you wouldn't just necessarily just block, you know what I mean, just a whole bunch of people without hearing them, but you'd be able to see them, listen to them, and then choose if you want to. Do you want to listen to this person? Do you want to pass on this person? Listen to the next person. But at least at a fingertip, you're not being selected. You have full, your search results right now are so fake. They're cardboard fake search results.
I agree.
You know
what
I mean?
You. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Okay. And Elihu, you had something to say. Go ahead.
LDP, not everybody in this world has the same mentality issue or other people. There are people who are suicidal, who get suicidal thoughts by teenagers, teenage bullying. This right now, the way that the social media is set up, this helps block and save some of these kids that are killing themselves. This helps block negativity and the bullying. There's an open platform. Who do these kids talk to? How do they know exactly who their friends are? Like I said, this little tricky question.
You see, and I will say this: there's your side to it, and there's his. I watched a documentary on Netflix, The Social Dilemma. That's why I named it that. And I will tell you this, man: when they, even that like button is not benefiting you. That like button does not benefit you. And these guys that created those algorithms, all of them, every single one of them feel guilty for what they have done, because these algorithms now are affecting you guys' elections and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And they were saying basically all 7 of us here, we all have Facebook, right? If we all I'm saying let's say we did, right? If every single one of us were to swipe down on our Facebook, we would all see something different. When you do a Google search, it does a Google search depending on the area that you live in. It also does a Google
and your previous history.
Right.
That's if you're logged in.
You love Google to have your search histories, and whatever you type in for little algorithm programs, that will pop up as well.
Right.
Make sure you check that.
Right. So if you're one of those Trump haters and you punch in something about Trump, you're going to see all the hate, right? You're not going to see some of the good stuff. They're just going to flash you with all the hate stuff because that's what the algorithm says that you like. So if you're always for Trump, then you're going to see all these things for Trump. So that does affect our society. It really does. It's at the point where we don't even know what's real and what's not anymore. And at this point, after watching it, I was like, man, was I brainwashed? You know what I mean? To the point where you really don't know. You really don't know, man. And it scared the shit out of me, man. Trust me. So
And to add to what Elihu said, and I'm sorry if I'm going to be butting in on everybody's comments because this is what my freaking channel is about. Like creating Project Prometheus is this. Okay. Elihu, you're thinking way too small, my friend. I get what you're saying, but a true public forum where you have control over what your digital footprint is, what is presented to you, all the power of all the servers of what YouTube is doing, what Face and Twitter, all they're doing, given to you. Cyberbullying only happens because the freaking server allows it. Okay? If you were in control of your own digital work, you wouldn't be committing suicide because you would block that person in a heartbeat. And you would never see any of that cyberbullying whatsoever. Not only that, but you can create algorithms that blocks it for your entire family,
Well, hold on, one at a
all
time,
your
one at a time.
friends.
Eli, let him finish.
Sorry.
Let him finish, then you can go.
Okay,
But you would have control in such a way that if anybody tried trolling you, because what cyberbully is just a freaking troll. Whether they know you in real life or not, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. Okay. And if you had power within a flip of a switch, you can shut that person up from your experience. And not only that, but flag that person to all your friends, all your family, and whoever's trying to cyberbully you would not get in. Okay. Like I said, when you're talking about the Face and the Twitter and all this stuff right now, cyberbullying only happens because they let it happen. The website let it happen. They don't get creative. They want trolls. They make money. Tube makes money off people trolling. They don't want to stop the trolls. They want to stop certain things, like if you're trying to break the law and whatnot. But do you think they want to stop the trolls? No, they don't.
Yeah, basically, you just ignored what I said. The premise of my whole argument was teenage suicides. They don't know who to talk to. This is why teenage suicide and bullying is a high rate up there. They don't know who to turn to. They don't know who to turn to. Sometimes the school counselor, sometimes the president, sometimes their friends. They don't know who their friends are. If they're going to block all the people who's talking about bullying and the algorithm says bullying or anti-bullying is going to be blocking from that, how do they know who they're going to talk to?
Okay, first of all, it's about you, not them. You don't have to worry about them. It's about you and what power you have. You have to trust the other people. If somebody wants to block every single video that has to do with the word Trump, that's their right. It's called freedom. Okay, you have nothing to worry about that. But anybody who wants to right now you have people wanting to commit suicide that don't have the people to connect with that will bring them on the right path. A true public forum would let them have access to those people they should be talking to. It would guide them in the way to make sure that the people that they're searching are in fact those people. Today, you go onto the tube and you type, even if it's pro Star Trek or pro this, I'm getting channels that are hating Trek. They're not the people that I'm trying to search for. You know what I mean? Under false flags and false pretenses. How many channels do you go to that you thought was one thing, and then you find out real hard that it was something completely freaking different? And the tube's not guiding you whatsoever because the system's working against you, not for you.
Chris, Danny, Mad, got anything else to say?
Well, I mean, I don't disagree with LDG about the concept of that. You kind of, I mean, there are always going to be people who are going to misuse it in some way, but if you have control over just basically blocking that out, which you don't have right now, if somebody still spouts hate or says something that you don't like, it'll be there, and it still takes you having to flag it or you having to send it into Twitter or YouTube and expect somebody there to have the common decency to say, okay, yeah, that's right. I mean, think about on Twitter, we see it all the time. Somebody will say, oh, you're a jackass because they're literally, saying something about somebody else on their thread that's horrible. And then they'll say you're a jackass. And then the next thing you know, that person who called that other person who was actually doing 5 times worse stuff, they get kicked for calling them a jackass. It's like, so there is something to what LDG is saying. And as long as you as the person have the ability to say to your system, I don't want this, and you control that. If you control it,
then you can block out anything you don't want. It's your job. It's your choice. You know, you don't have to listen to the things about Trump. But if you want to listen about Trump, you'll get exactly what you want. I mean, I see the plus to that.
And as do I. I see some plus to it as well. You know what I mean? Like honestly, if anybody hasn't watched it yet, go watch The Social Dilemma, and you'll just see kind of the stuff that he's talking about, man. Because that thing really opened my eyes, man. I was talking about people. I'm like, yo, on Facebook, I'm like, yo, watch this, you know. So I definitely agree with that. And we're at the hour mark. So I got one more bonus topic that we're going to talk about. This topic comes in from Elihu. And I know Danny was like saying this topic was fire. So I figure I'll put it in as the bonus topic. And the bonus topic is kneeling in the NFL. Will football players continue to kneel before the national anthem? And if they do, should they be fined like Donald Trump suggested? So Danny, if you're there, start it up, man. Let me hear what you got to say on this. Okay, Danny is not there. So
okay, can I?
Here, I'm here.
Absolutely.
This is something. This
okay.
I'm here.
This is something that. Oh, go ahead, comic. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. To me, this is crazy because last time I checked, the Constitution gives you the right for free speech and to say what you want to say and do what you want to do within the guidelines of the law. So if kneeling, and last time I checked, kneeling was not against the law, even though you may not like what the individual is doing, but there's no kind of clause in the Constitution that says except for the flag, You can do this except for the flag. So he may have a problem with it personally, but after Colin Kaepernick explained to the world why he was doing it, I being a veteran, I fought in a war. I don't have a problem with it personally. And I think the narrative would be a whole lot different in America if black officers, which I am, will start killing white males at an alarming rate. I think it'd be a whole different picture. There'd be more stiffer laws. And I'll be the first to say I'm not prejudiced. I'm an interracial marriage, but I just got to call it like I see it. Colin Kaepernick was basically run out the NFL because he exercised his constitutional rights. The president of the United States didn't like it and did everything in his power to convince his rich owner friends of the NFL to ostracize this guy, and they did it. So I don't think that he's using his power in the right direction. As long as these people are doing stuff in an orderly fashion, they're not disturbing anybody, you don't have to stand for the flag. And if you tell me the reason why you stand for the flag, I may not like it. But as long as you're doing it in an orderly and peaceful fashion, I have no problem with it. So I think it is ludicrous that they should be fined for it. They should be fined for more of this crazy stuff. And last time I checked, the NFL ain't got nothing to do with the president. So I don't know why he's using his energy focusing on the NFL, whether somebody's kneeling or not, versus trying to figure out all this divisiveness and craziness we got going on in the world. So I think it's totally crazy to find anybody in the NFL or any sport if they want to kneel, sit, or do whatever they want to do in the national anthem.
So hold on, people want to talk. So LDG will go next, then Mad, then Chris, then Eli. Okay, JJ, did you have anything to say on the topic? No, you good? Nope. All right, so LDG, go ahead.
All right, first of all, you're absolutely right, Comic Chat. The only thing it says except for the flag is burning it or letting it touch the ground, I believe. Besides that, nothing else says it. It's a free country. Do what you want. You have freedom of speech. You can burn the flag. Well, no. Yes. You can burn the flag unless it actually is whatchamacallit. It's out for commission, right? It's being decommissioned.
Yeah. Oh, I'm the first one to get fucking muted. Come on.
You did because you cut off.
Right. I'm the only one.
No. Chris was just about to be next because Chris said something.
No. I'm talking about before this.
I was just agreeing with him.
Okay, go ahead.
You can burn the flag now?
Yes, you can. I was trying
against the law.
No, it's not. You can burn the flag.
Okay.
Yes, you can legally burn it.
All right. Okay. I thought it was something you do only after it's getting decommissioned or after it touches the ground.
Can I say one thing?
I had that wrong. Yeah, go ahead.
If it's blown in the wind and it's tattered and torn, If you want to destroy it, you can burn it. You're supposed to burn it. Or if it touches the ground, you're supposed to destroy it and burn it. Any other way, if you buy it brand new, you want to go to the store and light up with gas, that is your right. It is not against the law.
Okay. Oh, excellent. Sweet. That's what I'm saying. Freedom, and if you don't like it, you have the right to not like it, but you don't have the right to do anything else about it, my friends. That's what freedom's all about. Your freedom stop unless it interacts with somebody else's freedom. So have fun, because freedom is fun. Second, kneeling is the same as bowing to me. So you're bowing to the freaking, if you want to insult, or you think you're doing something, that's why I never got this kneeling thing. I think kneeling is showing more loyalty to America than standing. Like, you are bowing to the flag, for God's sakes. If you want to insult the flag, sit on your ass or lay on your stomach or do something like that. That would be more statement insulting than kneeling. You're just bowing. But that's me. I don't know. I don't get how kneeling is an insult.
Mad Mardigan,
it's supposed to be a statement.
Yeah, I agree with Danny on the do whatever you want. Like, as far as First Amendment, as a veteran myself, doesn't bother me a bit. I don't care if people saw it as being disrespectful or whatever. And normally, people that say that don't even know what it would have really never done anything for the country to begin with.
Exactly.
Good point.
But I think one thing we're missing is that they're not doing it on their own time. They're a part of an organization, and as an organization, if they have a problem with what their employees are doing, then legally they can take whatever action they deem necessary as long as it's within law. So if they have a problem with people promoting or any type of political or demonstrations or anything else during the time that they are supposed to be working at this organization, well, then they also should be able to do whatever it is that they think is necessary if they think it will hurt their brand. Because they are a company, they are an organization that is in the business of making money. And if they think that it is hurting them financially and they do not want to have it happen, then that should be their right. As it is their right to promote it if they agree with it, if they want to put it, like center, like if they want to bring more attention to it, they can do that too.
I can 100% agree with what you're saying, because the NBA does it totally different than the NFL. And at one point, the NFL was really trying to keep that stuff under wraps and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Where the NBA was just like, yeah, you guys want to protest, you want to wear your shirts, you do what you got to do, you can do it, NFL was kind of different on that, but they did change their stance on that a little bit. But Danny, go ahead. What do you want to say? Sorry, Chris, you'll go next.
I'm sorry. I agree with what you said, man, but I want to throw this little kind of devil's advocate. There are guys in NFL that have shot people, beat their wives, do other kind of crazy stuff, criminal stuff. Mm-hmm. And the NFL has given them a second chance. All Kaepernick did was kneel, and all 32 owners more or less said, nope.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
They did give him a tryout.
They did, and he didn't want the tryout. He wanted just a contract.
The tryout was a fraud. The tryout, if you look at the talk about the contract, in the contract, for him to do the tryout, the NFL had a stipulation in there that he would not be able to sue the NFL anymore if he got that tryout, and it wasn't guaranteed that he would actually get on the team as well.
Yeah, no tryout is a guarantee to get onto a team.
No, I know that.
To begin with, but again, yes, okay, they still have players that have had criminal records in the past or whatever. Again, that's what they're choosing to allow in their organization. It's still their choice whether or not they allow those people or people who protest. It's their choice. It's their organization. It's their employees.
Chris?
Okay.
I say the same thing as Matt and Danny with the thing about people who served. We fought for that right, for people to have that right. That's just kind of the way it was. Also, if you want to know why Donald Trump it messes with the NFL like this, It's because they shut every door for him to try to get ownership. And he is so, when anybody completely denies him, he gets so jealous and just obsessed with it. And he's still obsessed with the NFL. So he's trying to have some change in it. I mean, I'm with you. The basketball thing, you know what? Let these guys do, as long as they're being peaceful about it, let them do it. It makes a bigger story if you fight them on it than letting them do it. And you just can't fight a movement where, listen, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you want to do it, do it. It's you get that chance, you get that choice, and that's exactly what that is. It is a freedom thing, and you have to let them do it. And I mean, and again, yeah, Matt's right. It is an organization, but they're going to end up being the bad guys in the long run if they fight it.
I agree with that. Elihu, you up next, my friend.
Sorry, I had multiple tabs going on. I had to remember which tab was StreamYard. Okay. Give me a chance. Thank you. Give me a chance to actually look up something. The U.S. flag code. Yes, there is actually a U.S. flag code. One section was it's. Come on, I just had it here. Sorry, guys. That's the one that says the flag never used as apparel or drapery.
That's only applicable in the Washington, D.C. area. I know which USC code you're referring to. It's only applicable to the Washington, D.C. area.
Are you talking about 176?
I mean, I don't know the number off my head. It's the only code referring to the flag as being apparel or being placed on merchandise. It's only applicable to the Washington, D.C. area.
Yeah, here it is. 171. Conduct during playing. During the rendition of the national anthem, when the flag is displayed, all present, except those in uniform, should stand at attention, facing the flag with the right hand over the heart.
Except those in uniform.
Yes, which means
they're
it does not clarify. The flag code does not clarify what a uniform is. That's what I was spending my time looking at. Okay, there is no definition of what they classify as a uniform. People classify the football outfit as a uniform because it is their uniform. It's their work uniform. It's their game uniform. This is what they're doing. I mean, Marshall and Kaepernick, they basically knelt. They're saying, hey, we are in protest. Not of the flag, not a national anthem. This is our own little version of a protest of police brutality. Why Trump is upset about this is basically what Chris was saying about him trying to buy teams, and they keep on saying no. But of course, a lot of people don't realize that during a flag ceremony, when the military is there, the NFL is actually paying the U.S. government to rent the military servicemen to be there at the field. So if he wants to keep this up, all the NFL has to say is, fuck you, no more military here. We're not going to pay you a penny. Keep the military. Keep the military guys. We'll do our own little thing.
By the way, I haven't heard Trump talk about this since last season.
Sorry, it's because Kaepernick hasn't been in the news lately. That's why.
And I'll tell you the reason why too is because what the NFL did is they stopped broadcasting the national anthem.
Yeah.
So we can't see who's kneeling or not, but I can guarantee you they're still kneeling.
Yeah, there are players that are kneeling.
Yeah, absolutely.
They said last year that if you wanted to kneel, do it in the locker room, then come back out in the field. A couple players said, all right, we're still going to kneel anyway.
But you see what happened after the last cop killing a black person. The NFL kind of changed their stance a little bit. You know what I mean? They got a little bit more lax.
They're playing me a song.
They got a little bit more lax, and they also came out and said that they were wrong for the way they dealt with Kaepernick. Go ahead, Donnie.
To kind of go back on what Matt said, I don't think, and I could be wrong, just because a job has certain rules and regulations and stuff, those rules and regulations can't be unconstitutional, because then that company would be opening itself up for a lawsuit, while Kaepernick had the power to go ahead and sue them because part of what they were doing was unconstitutional. I know that there's certain things you can't do and certain things in jobs, and I understand that, don't have a problem with it. But if you start treading on somebody's rights, then their organization is opening themselves, and I think NFL is opening themselves up for a lawsuit, a civil lawsuit, if they start imposing their will and stuff on doing unconstitutional things. Go ahead.
I disagree because they're not imposing, they're not stopping anybody from
Protesting, kneeling.
protesting on their rights, because they can do that on their own time. It is when they are at work and doing it during the time that they're supposed to be working. That's the problem. They're promoting, you know what I mean? Like that's not infringing on anyone's rights.
Okay.
They still have all the same rights as everyone else when they're not at work.
Okay, but technically they're at work whenever the whistle blows and they start playing the game. If the national anthem is playing, technically they're at their job, but they're not at work. It's kind of like before you're ready to clock in. The whistle is when you clock it in. Before the game, when they play a national anthem, if you want to sit, scratch your butt, do whatever, then.
But you don't think that they're at work when they're studying the playbook in the locker room, or when they're getting ready in the locker room? Like when you go to work, do you go in uniform, or do you change in uniform?
You can hear me, but I cannot hear you. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you go to work in uniform, or do you change into your uniform at work? Do you go like to work early and change into your uniform?
Okay, sometimes if I go to work, if I work out, I'll go in my workout clothes and then change to work. But technically, I'm on work 24/7. I know that I'm on call just about whatever time. That's why I have a phone. Give me the truck and my vehicle. Whenever he calls, I have to come. So what I'm saying is, I understand the concept of what you're saying, but technically, doing a national anthem, that's kind of like a break. Everybody here get a 15-minute break, whatever. It may not be the official break, but I just think
you could have told me that twice.
Nobody's going to enforce that. It's just like a traffic ticket. Mm-hmm. You stop somebody, unless you are being a complete butthole or you got anything else, you're not going to go to jail. It's an arrestable, it's an detainable offense, but nobody needs to take you to jail. Same thing is
the whole arrest process is done by the ticket itself.
Yes, exactly. So the same thing applies here, in my opinion. If I want to stand, call for whatever, do a national anthem, that's my right to do so. But whenever that whistle blows, that's when officially the clock starts, and that's when the owners expect me to do what I'm getting paid for. Now, I will agree with you when they say that by kneeling it may hurt their bottom line, or they may hurt their franchise because it's not popular by the ticket holders.
Right.
But who do you want? You want the ticket holders? Do you want the player that's going to get you to the Super Bowl? So it's kind of like a happy medium.
Well, they would want the ticket holders because, I mean, without them, they wouldn't have the money to have that player to get them to the Super Bowl. But what I wanted to say was that
You're next, Chris.
there was a point that you said that remember that there's a part of the NFL is that to protect the shield, the image of the shield, right? So if this goes, that's part of the contracts as well, is the behavior that's detrimental to the team.
Okay, let me ask you this question: if this was Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers doing this, do you think they would they have the same output, or would have the same ending? Do you think?
QB1
do you think
never
that they
has
would
the
be?
Same.
Huh?
QB1 would never Brady?
If this was Brady and let's say Aaron Rodgers, they were kneeling. Do you think this would have? Do you think they would be pretty much ushered out of the NFL?
Of course not. But they're superstars. They're starting quarterbacks. This
guy.
That brings privilege. Okay. That's how it's always been. I mean, it's the same at other people's works as well. Like when I was a cop, you know what I mean? I could show up late, not late, but like I'd get there during the briefing. You know what I mean? Like half dressed and get dressed there. In fact, one night we had a day shift guy come in, sergeant, and he seems to walk in and he does like this. I'm like, oh, QB1. And afterwards he asked me what that meant. I'm like, look, man, I'm good at what I do. I know what I'm doing. And that means, I don't like it anymore, but same in high school. QB1, they don't have to do all the homework.
Yeah, but I'm a cop now. I don't show up late because then other people can think they can show up late.
All right, Chris.
You got to set the example. Okay.
Sorry about that, Danny. Chris, you got something to say?
Yeah. So first off, to what Mads was saying about it's their job about and all that. NFL, Roger Goodell, he took that off the table. He said, nope, we're gonna let them do it. If they want to do it, they can do it. So that takes that off the table. He's the guy that every team is underneath the NFL tag, and if the NFL says it, it goes throughout all teams. So he basically said, I don't care if you're on the job, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you want to do it, you can do it. Second thing, when we talk about the bottom dollar, like that matters this year. It doesn't matter this year. And depending on how things go, this may not even be an issue next year.
If it doesn't matter, then why did they stop showing the national anthem during games?
Because that's the network's decision. The NFL and the network can talk about it.
He's correct about that because they still do the national anthem. It's the network that blocks it.
Yeah.
The TV.
Why do you think the network did that?
Has nothing to do
Because the network doesn't want to be hurt by the bottom dollar because
don't-
they're advertisers.
They
all
care
that.
about the viewers.
Exactly.
So the
They're
bottom
not the ones
dollar.
who care about the players. They're the ones who care
But
about
when we're
the
talking the
viewers.
bottom
NFL,
dollar
the
does
NFL
matter.
made
One at
the
a time.
statement that gets thrown out. See,
Each
so the
network has their own
NFL.
censors.
One at a time. One at a time.
Sorry, he's taking a drink. CBS has their own censors. ABC has their own censors. NBC has their own censors. A game on NBC may show the national anthem if the censors allows it, but ABC says no.
Well,
Each network has
I
their
don't
own.
think it's censors.
well,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
that's-
censors. It's guys that watch for things that they
Sorry.
think. The FCC is the censor.
Well, the
They
FCC really
are
does
the
not
final
regulate
say on
television.
everything.
The FCC does not regulate television. It's the monitors, but it does not regulate. It's up to each individual network that regulates what's on the programming, not the FCC.
Well,
They actually,
what's on their programming, but as far as what if the FCC determines that it's not kosher, they can strike it down. Look at what the FCC did to the NFL after the Super Bowl performance of Janet Jackson. They literally told the NFL, you're going to change the way you do the halftime show. So we had like 3 or 4 halftime shows in a row that were, something you would have seen.
Pre-recorded.
Yeah, and
They
so
also added
now
praise.
they just recently have gotten back to more of the style it was. The FCC deemed that, and they struck that down. And so the FCC holds all the cards when it comes to what's shown on TV, what's played on radio, and all of that. The only reason why something like Sirius or cable providers can get away with extra stuff is because it's considered a paid subscription. Therefore, you pay for the right to hear the words fuck or shit and things like that. As far as broadcast TV goes, it is that broadcast transmission is through the federal government because those are considered emergency broadcast lines.
I always wondered why there's supposed to be a so-called delay on live television, but still fucks gets through all the time.
Sometimes they do, but there is a delay so that they can make sure that none of that stuff happens, right? I mean, there's usually little slips up every now and then, but it's like Chris said, at the end of the day, that halftime show used to be live, and then they cut it down to a 5-second delay because of what happened with the Janet Jackson thing, So with that being said, guys, we hit the hour and 30 mark. Again, I appreciate it. It was a great show, man. Good topics. Does anybody have any last thoughts anything last to say on the topic? Anybody? Nobody?
I just hope the NFL wises up and starts actually playing the players money for the winning the Super Bowl instead of $250,000. Because they make what, $2-3 million off for every commercial, for every 30-second commercial, and they paid the team about $250,000. They need to pay the teams a lot more than that for a winning team.
All right, not a problem. I can agree with that too. With that being said, guys, we're gonna shut it down real quick. So I'm gonna go around, let the people in the chat know where they can find you. We're going to start off on the bottom with my homeboy and partner in this Chaos Central stuff, Mr. Chris Knight. Go ahead, my friend.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm Chris Knight. Real Review 3000 is my channel, doing all sorts of things: game streams, movie reviews, movie reactions, music reactions, reviews, things like that. All over the place. I like doing a lot of different things to keep my ADHD at bay. So yeah, and stop it.
You might think it's pee. Don't do that.
Yeah, and then of course here Chaos Central, and then on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, Chaos Central, and on the individual channels. First on Mondays, Comic Chat, the Chaos Conversation, Chaos List here on Tuesday on Big Ford Entertainment, and on Wednesdays, the Rule of Three on my channel, The Real Review 3000. Go check out Chaos Central's YouTube. That's youtube.chaoscentral.com, so you can help us get to 100 subs over there so we can get our actual vanity title. But I appreciate all you guys being here today. I appreciate all of you in the chat, and Anzo, Ken, doing a great job with the show. I really like what you're doing.
I appreciate that, man. You know, I try my best. Sometimes you get into those vibes where it's like, am I doing it good? Is it good? But I appreciate hearing it. So, you know,
It is.
what's boring? Oh, Danny's, you're lucky. You're talking about baseball. I see Danny in there saying, God, it's boring to me, right? So I'm like, Chris is already saying, yeah, the show is good. And then I see that comment. I thought,
I'm not watching the Dodgers play. I'm a Giant fan. That's why I'm not watching the Dodgers play, okay? Go Rays!
Mad Mardigan. No, I know. I'm just messing around, bro. Mad Mardigan, your turn, my friend.
I put out great stuff. You'll be lucky if you get subscribed to me. Putting up the best of Jason Voorhees from our interview with him here in a little bit. And then I'll have Freddy's, the best of Freddy, later on. So that's what I'm up to.
Yay. LDG.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, tell them about your channel, bro, because you need way more subs, man. You know?
And remember, way back, no voice modulator, okay? Your normal voice.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, you're making me want to do it.
Yeah, LDG, before you do that, you have to go back and watch the beginning of the stream because my honorable mention first was about you, bro.
I watched it. That's why I mentioned it, man.
Yeah.
When I was fast forwarding, I was like, I started the second one. I'm like, I don't think he mentioned me. And I was like, okay, Mandalorian.
Yeah.
All right, I will. I appreciate that, brother, always. And you are doing an excellent job with the show, by the way, bro. I love your channel. I just wish you knew how to fly a TIE fighter better. But anyway,
What?
let me get away with that. All right, thank you. LDG Pixels here, guys.
Yeah,
I was waiting for it.
You got away with it. I'll let it go. I'll let it slide.
LDG Pixels, guys. You have any computer issues? That's what my channel is about. Growing the community, helping people with their tech issues. You need upgrades on your computer. Is your computer running slow? Do you need a tune-up? Do you have any questions? You're looking for a new computer, looking for someone to build a computer, servers, code, you name it, I do it. That's what LDG Pixels is about. And on Pixelate, the entertainment channel, where I host the waiting room, guaranteed to only be slightly better than watching paint dry, waiting for someone else cooler to stream, a place for you to hang up your feet and have some fun. We have open panels, watch parties, shoot the shit, whatever the hell is going on. And yes, as far as our topic is concerned, LDG Pixels' main goal is to actually create a public forum that we can finally have our own channels. So if you support that, guys, give me a sub. I'm at 196. So we are 4 away from 200.
Question.
4 away from 200. So,
and I'm 2 away.
Thank you very much.
I'm 2 away. Me and LDG have this race going on.
Catching up, brother.
I saw 200 when I popped in.
Oh, did you? Oh, excellent.
That's why I said Austin sauce. 200.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Thank you.
Congratulations, dude. 200. Yes. Wow. Good stuff.
Much appreciated.
You got an awesome sauce, man.
Much appreciated. Chris, you wanted to say something before I get to Eli?
How do you hang your feet up? Is it kind of like in Batman 89 when he's upside down and he was hanging from that zero gravity thing? Is that kind of how you do it?
However you can do it. I mean,
am I supposed to tie myself from the rafters when I'm on your show over there? I didn't know
Well,
that
I mean,
was
if you know how to do it right, let me just get on my feet here. Let's see.
Talk
Here,
about
there
Star
we
Wars
go.
earlier, huh?
There you go.
It's
There you
hard
go.
for
Okay.
me to.
Okay,
Going off
gotcha.
the rails.
Okay, yeah.
Going off the
All right,
rails.
Always off the rails. That's how we do.
Elihu, my friend, you're up, and this is your second time on the show. Appreciate you coming on again, man. You know, everybody's opinion is always welcome on this show. So tell the people where they can find you so that they can sub to your channel as well.
Thank you for having me on here, and you're doing a good job, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry I'm late. I was basically trying to find some extra videos for my show tomorrow because last week I said my show was going to be on comments and NEOs, and my show is tomorrow at noon, 12 Pacific time. Today, Osiris X actually did a little touchdown on comment Bennu, so I was trying to find some massive videos to put on my show for tomorrow, and I found a couple. Little instructional demonstrational videos. So
Nice, dude.
Oh.
Nice.
Mhm. Definitely.
So, every Wednesday, I host a science show called What's Up with the Universe. We talk everything sciencey. I try to make everything non-Einstein-y, so everybody can actually understand everything. And
Eli Nye, the high science guy. I watch him all the time.
Yeah.
Excellent show, by the way, Eli.
Very good show.
Love
you
it.
guys definitely need to check them out.
you guys
JJ.
were talking about Star Wars. I forgot to have my Star Wars shirt on. What kind of day I've been having? Okay.
Okay. Well, if you had been there, you would have gotten some nice Star Wars topics. But you know, when Mandalorian comes out again, we'll definitely have another Star Wars topic for sure. JJ, my get high brother.
What's
You
up,
know what
man?
I mean? Tell the people where they can find you.
Alonzo, I ain't about to kiss your ass. You know you're doing your shit right. So
Much appreciated.
I love you, brother. It's cool. It's cool. What's up, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You can find me a little bit everywhere. You can find me Sunday nights on Honstar's channel, on Jackbox Game Night, and Name That Tune. You can find me Monday nights on my channel. I do a live stream every week called Randomness at its Finest. Random panel, random topic. Come by, check it out. Like, share, subscribe. You know, all the good stuff that goes with it. Sometimes you can find me, I'm about to miss a night. Oh, wow. You can find me here with these fine gentlemen every Tuesday night on the Khaos List in Khaos Central. And I've dropped the link twice now up in the chat. That's for Khaos Central. Go subscribe to that channel so they can get their vanity title. And also you can find me sometimes on Chris Knight's channel, on the Weekly Rumble, either as a contestant or I like to say, or as a wild card, because sometimes he likes to play things differently. And also on Twitter, you know, at Sithlord3827. Thanks for having me on again, Alonzo.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Before I get to Danny, I'm just going to say, you said you're not going to kiss my ass, but I'm just going to let everyone on the panel, if you do a little ass kissing, you might keep out of the phantom zone every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Wait a second. Do I really sound like a chipmunk? Are you kidding me? Really?
Great sound, man. Great sound.
Is that what you guys think? Oh, wait, where is it? Oh, it's not working.
Just got a new subscriber again. So thank you for that.
Shut up. You're not kidding me. I will put your mouth. Shut up. You know what to do. Shut up.
Okay.
Guys, please, come on.
Yeah, really. I do know that's you guys' voice for real, but Danny, tell the people where they can find you, sir. Somebody left.
I am
Matt
Danny,
left.
AKA Comment Chat. You can see me.
I guess because it's chipmunks.
Oh, there you are.
You can see me several
there you
nights out of the week on different shows.
Sorry, what's that again? Sorry, Danny, say that again, please.
Chaos Conversation. I said, I am Danny, AKA Comment Chat. You can find me on several different shows throughout the week. People, please subscribe to our channels. We have 7 individuals here with 7 different outlooks and views on different content, but we all come together on Tuesday nights to try to entertain you and to try to bring you information that you may or may not know. It only takes 1 second to hit the subscribe button. All of us got different goals you're trying to get to. I'm currently trying to get to 1,300. I think I'm about 40 away from that, but we can only do that with your help. So Please check us out. Please hit notification bell. Listen to our content. Keep supporting us. Keep retweeting. Keep sharing the link. We appreciate it, man. We need your help.
200, baby. Thank you, each and every one of you. Woo! Nice, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow,
Thank you.
I just got another new subscriber too. That's two. The great
Awesome.
Lennon. Thank you again.
I'm 765.
That feels good. Oh, and
I-
real quick, tomorrow, if I may, small mini plug. Tomorrow we have a fellow YouTuber on my channel. We're gonna fix him up. He's doing a live streaming of oh crap.
Crap. I don't know what the live streaming of crap.
Metal Gear. He's doing Metal Gear.
Okay.
He's doing Metal Gear gameplay, and he's getting some serious lag. So he's going to be on my channel. Trek Continuum Trek will be on my channel tomorrow, 11 a.m. We're going to fix him up. We're going to get his lag situated so he can stream his game with no issue at all. Tomorrow, 11 a.m.
Excellent. And that's
Eastern
what I'm saying.
Standard Time.
Check these guys out, man. I just want to say one time to all you guys on the panel, I do appreciate you guys coming and chilling with me all the time. Mad, as much as me and you go on it, love having you on. LDG, Elihu, you know what I mean? JJ, and to Chris and Danny, you guys gave me this show and gave me the opportunity. So I much appreciated that for you guys. You know, like I said, I'm always loyal, and I'm loyal to everybody that comes and hangs out with me. So enough respect to you guys. I do appreciate it. And with that being said, people, we are outie. Peace.
Chaos List.